The next step in this Elements of Design project is to create a digital version of all 4 of your elements using Adobe Illustrator. This is what your document will look like when you first start out. You're going to make these 4 pages, and then you're going to draw out each of your 4 elements on these 4 separate pages using Illustrator and some new tools that I will hopefully show to you here in the next few videos. So first thing is just to get this page set up. So let's start by creating a new document. When you make a new document in Illustrator, you can specify the size you want stuff to be. So we use the standard letter size page for this. We want 4 artboards so that you'll have 4 different sections to create each of the elements. And you want to make sure you're in inches. If you don't do that, it could cause some problems. So make sure you're 8.5 by 11 inches, 4 artboards. You can also title it. So I could call this Digital Comps. And I'll hit create, and then I have these 4 documents here. Now I probably want to pull up my rulers, so Command R does that, so you can pull up your ruler space. We're going to put a box to use around here. Remember that our color tiles are very important, our fill and our outline colors that we're going to be using. I'm going to start by just making a box. In that box I'm going to click once here to tell it what size I want it to be. It's going to be 2 inches of border space around an 8.5 by 11, so that means I'm going to make it 4.5 wide and 7 tall, and click OK. Now I have this in place. I'm going to increase the weight. I think we went to 5 for the stroke weight with a black outline. I want to make sure this gets centered in the middle of the page, and you have a nice little align tool to do that. If you pull it up from the Windows menu, and I can center and center, making sure that when you have a line selected, it is aligning to my artboard. So I'll make a copy of this. Hold down Option to make copies of stuff quickly. This one again, I can make sure that I center. Once these 2 are in place, I'll copy these 2, and again make sure it's centered. I think we should be pretty good here. Once those are intact, the next thing I want to do is just put the name of each comprehensive element on the top left corner. If I really want to make sure that we are doing this properly, I'll put a guide at the 0.5 inch mark so that I can see exactly where I want the left side of that text to go. We'll go here, 1/2 inch from the top. And I'm just going to type in the element, line. You can pick any font that you like. The key thing is get one looking how you want it to look. Figure out the font size that it's going to be. And don't try to redo this 50 times or 3 more times. Just copy it and then change the text. That way you have the font set exactly what it's supposed to be set at. Command plus, Command minus lets you zoom in, zoom out. I can scroll around on the page using the ball on the mouse pad, or you can use your space bar too. I'll copy this over. Hold down Option to copy. Hold down Option to copy. I'll go change these to my required elements, shape, texture, and color. Finally, I'm going to my layers, get that out of here, my layers, and I'm going to lock this layer. So I'll just put like border so that I know that's my border layer. I'll make a new layer, and here's where I'm going to start making the line element. Okay. So the next video we'll talk about how to make lines, and we'll show you some important information for this specific element. But that's how you set up the document.